y'all. It's gonna be a long video. Basically, I'm gonna give you a little table of contents so that you can skip through as needed. And also, I will put the table of contents in the description below. But basically, up to 2 minutes is gonna be really the intro of this. My original radio review that comes with the truck will be 2 minutes to 3 minutes. That radio removal, 3 minutes to 8 minutes and 10 seconds. The dash prep, 8:10 to 14:45. The harness review that comes with the radio, the new one, 14:45 to 16:55. Mounting the GPS antenna, 16:55 to 19:05. Connecting the harnesses, 19:05 to 27:35. The first power on and button check, 27:35 to 30:30. Front camera pre-work, 30:30 to 31:50. The reinstallation of panels, 31:50 to 36:05. And then the front camera wiring is 36:05 to the end. Again, those will be below, but I just wanted to let you know that this is a long video, and here you go. What up, YouTube? So, y'all know we got to get that Tesla screen installed in the Ram. It's Friday. I'm tired as I don't know what. I actually took like a 30-minute nap because I've been working on Alexa's all night, and I had to work all day. But anyway, so how we gonna do this screen? Actually, let me get in the truck and we'll finish up talking there. So that is the screen right there. So basically, you got to just take the center console out, take of course that little cluster right there out where the radio is at, and then most of it is plug and play. I do have 2 additional cameras. My truck comes with a backup camera, but I'm gonna have 2 additional ones. My plan is to put one in the side view mirror so I can monitor that front wheel, because sometimes you never know how close you are to curbs. And then the other one is gonna go in the front grill somewhere. So how we gonna do this video? I'm gonna install it to make sure stuff is working, trying to get everything working, and then I'm gonna pull it out and then show y'all how to install it for yourself, because I don't want to be fighting through trying to figure out how to edit the video if stuff's not working. Once I get everything completely working, I'm gonna show y'all that process. But for now, we're gonna just watch me do the basic installation, and then I know it's gonna be some troubleshooting involved, so we're gonna go ahead and get on with it. So the first thing I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna pass out in here, is roll the windows down. And so that is the basic Alpine head unit. I guess it's Alpine, but basic as can be. It does have navigation, Bluetooth, all that good stuff. I mean, it's a decent unit, but I can say, I'm all about trying to make my truck look a little newer than what it really is. And of course, all the rave on the new Rams is that huge screen. So I'm excited. We're gonna get this thing installed. My truck is touching the bush, so you may see some ants. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this thing put on. It should be pretty simple. Like I said, you got to remove screws here, remove this, some more screws, but it's pretty easy to come out. I'm just using some trim panel tools, and that's probably about all I really need in number 7, Phillips, I think. So let me go ahead and get this stuff out. A T20 will remove the 2 screws that's up here. Normally it's 2 screws right here. Mine are not in. Then you just take and pry this chrome piece up. that off. Need a screwdriver. Alright, so now this should just pop out. Oh, maybe we gotta remove. Side panels just pop off. Now. Alright. Now we can start unplugging stuff. Alright, so just like that, we are out here. And now we're gonna go ahead and take the radio out. Might be number 7, pretty sure. This is an 8. Yep, this is 7. Alright, pull this old dusty, crusty thing out. And we got some connections here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a mini USB. Alright, so there's the old head unit. So now I know I have to prep the cluster for the other one, and also I need to take out this 12-volt socket here. So a couple clips, it comes right out. Okay, so tow haul, so wherever tow haul is located. Tow haul, so this middle row, we have to take, let me put this in so you can see. We have to take this control panel, the module off, and put it up top, because they have their buttons located right there. Yep, so you just pry, it'll release everything. Piece. There we go. So that's what we want. Alright y'all, so this ain't coming nowhere near close to fitting in here. So what I've just done, if you see those little tabs, there's 6 of them. So those 2, and those 2. All I did was took a drill bit and drilled them down some. They're not allowing the board to sit flush and click in. So hopefully this is it. We'll see if that works. Alright, so as you can see, I got the control board in now. So that is what was needed. You can drill those tabs out and it allowed to sit flush. I only drilled a little bit off. Tow haul, traction. Good solid click there. Should be good there. Good there. Good there. So yeah, it's just you know, casting defects, that's expected. So anyway, let's keep on going. So we got that in now. I can put that back on the top and keep on changing out stuff. So I'm going to just set the camera back up now and we'll continue. Alright, hopefully y'all can see. I can't see you. Gonna go ahead and get those buttons back across the top here. Alright, so we got the buttons back at the top. That a little sticky. I don't have an exhaust brake, obviously, but do toe haul the traction though. Alright, so next up, we can get to switching the, let's do the AC unit. It comes off with some Phillips screws. One, two. Three. Four. Much better. So let's get the screw nut back in. Not gonna tighten it yet. Oh, one other thing, on that control module that went up here, I did trim the rubber pieces as well, where it went behind the screws that I filed down. If you file the screws down enough, you won't have to trim, but that was my first step in trying to see if it fit, was to trim the little pieces of rubber. There we go. Now we're all the way flush through. So next up, it's probably going to be the vents. So now this socket should just slide right in through the top. Alright, so we got to pop 10 of these clips loose and put them on the new surround. So you kind of just get up under there. There you go. And pops off. And then you just slide these over onto the new one. Just put it here. And then you should be able to just push down. There we go. And once you push down, it's on. So I gotta do that 9 more times. Alright, so I got all the clips installed. So it should snap down good. And also I have this on now. Let's flip it over. And it looks like that. So we should be able to put this in the truck now. The main connector, gets the power. So all you do is hook up your decoder box. You can kind of see those wires coming there. Nothing comes out of this end. Leave this one free. And the only wires I'm pulling out are auto antenna, which I'm assuming is going to be like a remote wire. And I'm pulling out a black ground just in case I ever need it. And the rest of this, I'm just about to Tesla tape it up. But you're gonna have to hook this wire up later. So I'm just gonna go ahead and clean this harness up. Alright, so the blue connector, I'm gonna tape it up. All I need, because I have an aftermarket system, is right and left audio channels. And video, this is gonna be from my 2 aftermarket cameras. So I'll explain those when I get to wiring those in. But basically, video output 1 is the side camera. Video output 2 is the front camera. And you got 1 connection in the rear, that's yellow for the rear camera. So I'm just going to Tesla tape these up, and I'll show y'all the harness. Alright, so this is the next harness. It's white. All I'm using from this is the 2 audio signals, audio RCA-L, RCA-R. I'm not using any of these other, the aux in, the CVBS. I'm not using any of that. I'm just going to use these 2. So I'm going to go ahead and get this harness. If I can show. Alright, so this is another harness. It is solely for the backup camera. But since I've already taken everything else up, I'm going to go ahead and do this one too. And so I have all the harnesses completed here in 1 minute. Alright, y'all. If I were you and I was doing this install for the first time, I already have my harnesses kind of laid out. And the very first thing that I would do is mount the GPS antenna, which is right here. The reason I say this is first, you got to pull stuff apart and run it where it needs to be ran. And I'm actually going to just mount mine right here in the corner of the windshield on the passenger side. So that means I need to take this cover off so that I can run the wire down through here and over to the radio. So I'm going to go ahead and get started taking this pillar loose. Basically, I'm not even sure what size bolts it is. I'll let you know in a second. But basically, you just pop these caps off, and there's 2 screws in there. You remove those, and then I think this whole thing comes out. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. All right, so once you pop the caps, those are 10 millimeters. So I'm going to use my cordless ratchet and pull that through and just go ahead. This is pretty simple, straightforward. If you're doing a radio install, you know how to remove these. So I'm going to go ahead and get this panel off and clean this area right here, and then mount my GPS antenna. Alright, so all I did was put some Gorilla Tape on the back of this, and I just used, I think I had some electrical contact cleaner just to clean this corner of the windshield. I'm going to stick it in, and then I pull the pillar out and the little kick panel down here so that I can run the wire over to the radio. And then I'll put the, actually I'm not going to put the panel back in because I am planning on getting a side mirror installed, or the side camera installed. But if you were just doing this, this is all you have to do. So I'm just going to stick that right here in the corner. I want it high, not the way. Like right there. So I have that. Oh, can't see it. So I'm going to have that right there. And then of course the wire is just going to run alongside this down to the radio. Alright, I hope y'all gonna be able to see this. So I have the GPS wired already and coming through, so we should be ready to get the radio kind of installed. Should be plug and play, pretty simple. I will have an additional step because I'm still messing with these cameras. So step 1, since it is June, hopefully y'all gonna be able to see this. So we need to get the AC control back in. Alright, so I'm gonna have to put it up here. So y'all might not be able to see this, but basically the AC control goes here. Let's just start wiring it up. It's hot. Alright, y'all. I'm trying to make this thing informed as I can. So we got our radio disconnected, and we got all these wires coming out the dash. Actually, it's not a lot. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coming out the top, and then 3 from the bottom, and then 1 on the side. So in the interest of time, and for me not sweating to death, I'm just gonna go ahead and show y'all what you need to do, because I got to get this AC wired up, and you see it's not really long enough to reach out here. So this is the first harness. This is the main harness that gives power to the radio, and then this right here goes to the decoder box. So plug that in like that. And now you have an additional wire here. This is going to be the wire down. I think this controls the bottom row of buttons that you have. So that just plugs in like that. And then you're left with this. This goes to the gray harness connector coming out of your dash. Okay, so that's in. And then we have this that's gonna go right here. So it's gonna go right in there. So let's go ahead and go to the next one. Y'all, it's hot. This connection. So I already have the extension piece. This is how it comes from the radio. Oh. Alright, so what you have here is your USB, and I have the CarPlay option and all that. So OTG, I'm gonna leave OTG free, and for right now I'm going to take and connect. This is the USB cable. I'm going to connect this to here. I gotta hurry up. I got to get this AC on. Alright, so that's connected. And then you can connect that right there. So that's going to give you your factory USB option, which is in my dash, or in my top glove box. This is for, again, CarPlay. And this one actually can reach. And I think this goes, let's make sure. So goes right there. So that connector goes there. Radio antenna, pretty simple. Take, plug it into this white harness. It clicks, comes right there. Next up, this is for your factory backup camera. You're only going to use this white connector. If you look, it has a bunch of wires going in, only one coming out, but it's for your factory backup camera. Plug it in and it goes right here to this spot. Alright, the white connection here is what I'm using for one of my audio connections, because since I'm using the 4 channels on my DSP. Actually, I don't have to, but I am going to. So white goes there. And if you have RCAs, you can take those and plug them here. Actually, I'm gonna turn the truck off. Turn the truck off so my amps will be off. So white, red. That's just gonna hang free. Same thing with this connector, except for this connector has the video well, these are actually video inputs that you need for your camera, as well as for the other 2 channels of your audio. So we're gonna do that right there, and that goes right there at the top. Alright, so that's all of the connections. It's as simple as that, really. So now I still have a few more things to wire up. Got to plug this connection in. This connection goes up to the top, so I had to trim it back some, so I had to reach all the way up here. This connection is for your 12-volt outlet. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in and get this AC on. So of course, 12-volt outlet is factory. Goes over here. That's in now. Probably not going to be able to see these steps, but the most important connection of the day is the AC controls. And it clicks down. So AC in. let's go ahead and connect the main harness because I'm gonna need that when I'm doing the video camera. You want to hear a click, so it did just click in for me. And then the last one of the day is this. Like I say, that's gonna barely fit. So for now, we're gonna do it. Alright, so this is what it looks like behind the radio. Now, I can't really see much because it's tight, but can't see anything. But anyway, so everything should be in and connected. I didn't use the yellow connector. I'm pretty sure that's GPS. I also didn't use this connector right here. I think that's for more speakers. I don't really know, but I think that's for additional speakers or something. So I think that's the only two that I didn't use. All right, so now let's get this truck on and get some AC jumping in here. Hopefully y'all can hear me, but without having this all the way in, see the unit is on now. Car monitor. Let's make sure the backup camera is working. Alright, so there we go. See the backup camera, there's a charger in the garage. So the next step is to get the other cameras working. And that's going to be it. But yeah, the install is pretty simple. Let's make sure the buttons up here work. Hazards work. Park assist. 12-volt outlet. I heard it click, so that means we're good there. And tow haul mode. Over there. No exhaust brake. Traction control. I just clicked it. You see it over there. So all the buttons up here work. I didn't hear the park assist ones beep. Usually beep and they go off. But I'm assuming they work. I know it works on a factory. So that should be it. So if you weren't installing aftermarket cameras, you'll be done. I mean, it's just as simple. It's probably easier than you know, your regular Pioneers and all that stuff, because it is truly plug and play. You just have to figure out what the heck is going on. So I'm about to work on these cameras. So if you want to see that part, hang around. If this is all you need, thanks for watching, and you know, let me know if you got any questions on it, and I'll be giving you an update. You know, this is my first time really having it installed. So all right, y'all. Look at that. So I forgot to connect the GPS antenna up. So it should be pretty easy. I'm just gonna dig through. I got my, oh, yep, didn't connect it because it's down here at my feet. So this goes right here. I think it goes upside down. Alright, so now we're seeing stuff start to happen here. Alright, so that's what we want. We want the GPS to be showing green bars. It means you got a good signal. So that location should be fine. And it's kind of out of the way, definitely for me. So. Alright, y'all. Ignore what I said about that power antenna being a remote turn on, because it is not. It's always hot. So luckily from the AC outlet in the truck, that's where I have my amplifiers in the back ran to. So I'm just gonna tap into that up here for that video feed. Basically just for this wire right here. So that'll be tapped into what you, yeah, actually it's pointing at it right now. So I'm just gonna tap it in there for testing, and then we get it all back, taped up, looking pretty good. So, and then so again, front camera is going to video output 2 on this unit. So this is just the inside. I still got to do the outside and find a place to actually mount it. Whew, y'all, it's hot. So my drill was barely long enough, but if you can see in there, I got the whole drill. And what I had to do was go in from the back side. So you get down here, and you look that way, it's easily accessible. So now I'm just gonna run the camera through, and we're gonna fish the wires up and make sure we got them hooked up in a good spot. All right, y'all, hopefully y'all can hear me good. It's hot. I'm gonna turn the AC down, but good God almighty, it is. What's the temperature? Oh, it says 83. Whew, it's hot. So I'm in the passenger seat. I got everything wired up. Let me turn these vented seats on. All right, so I got the AC turned down for you. All right, so I am basically done with everything. I did not wire in the side view camera. I was trying to do it to the mirror. I was going to find a flush mounted, because what I'm interested in is watching that front right tire when I'm close to curves or something, like I'm going to drive through. You have no clue how close you are to the curb. So anyway, so I scrapped that idea. Camera's still right here. So yeah, actually let me pull it from the back. But I'm just gonna work on installing this permanently now. So everything should be wired up. Everything is working. So basically from here, all I have to do is first disconnect the backup camera that I'm not using. I meant the side view camera. So I'm gonna throw that out the way. And basically everything is the same as I've showed y'all before. So make sure you have your power plug plugged in, and this should be it. Alright, now I got to work on these sides. Next thing I have to do is lock my indicator. Press again. Alright, so everything looks to be done. Fit is okay. What I was fussing about over here, not fitting the tightest right there. Like this side, you can see how it's close to being perfect, and that side sticks out just a tiny bit. Well, other than that, Go ahead and film off. Alright, y'all, there's not much to see here for camera wiring. These are the black and red wires that came from the camera. And then you can see the zip tied right there. But basically, I just dropped it down and picked it up. 1 second. Alright, y'all, so now you can see. I forgot to get the camera turned on. But you can see I put Tesla tape all the way on it, and then I'll put wire loom on it. So you can see where it runs through right there to the camera. And it's just zip tied to one of the power steering cooling lines, I guess. And it runs up to the battery. So that's it for the camera. And it comes through. And it sits right there. So like I said, I originally had it flushed in, but then all you could see was the depth of the bumper. So I used a little bracket, some good 3M tape, and put it right there. So you see it from head on. That's how it looks. So barely noticeable. Alright, so you can see the wire. That's the ground right there, and Tesla taped in, but it leads down to what you just see on the bottom. So that should be it for the camera install. Pretty straightforward. The remote wire again is connected to that gray wire. If you watch my headlight installation video, you know that's connected to the AC outlet inside the car. So that's where all my remote wires are ran to. So that one just goes into there as well. So that is it for the front camera install. And let's just make sure it works. So if I switch the truck to on, alright, and to get the camera, you should do app, car monitor, and front camera view. There we go. See, it looks pretty good. I mean, of course, it's based off of how good my headlights are, so you can see there they're on. So yeah, that's my front camera. I'm going to leave the parking grid lines on, at least for now. But it's still kind of hard to judge, but at least I can see and know. I have a little better idea on where I'm at when you're in front of someone. So that's going to conclude this installation video. Again, I did not do the side view camera. Just don't really know where to put it at yet. I still got it, but we'll figure that out. But now I'm going to learn this unit, and I'll give y'all a video once I figure everything out. Peace out, YouTube. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.